Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So from today video onwards we will discuss banking awareness topics day by day. In next 7 days we will complete this banking awareness section, guys. So please watch each and every video of this banking awareness section. So this is my PDF of Adda 24/7 banking awareness section. I am using this PDF for all the examinations, so PO mains, RRB PO mains, clerk mains. So in this way I will discuss, and also I am reading through our videos. So because of each and everyone asked me, ma'am, please make a series of videos about banking awareness section. So that's why I'm not complete this banking awareness section for the RRB PO mains. So for today onwards, it means from today onwards I will day by day complete this banking awareness section through this all my videos. So don't forget to subscribe. So in this banking awareness section, the first one was scheme was internal ombudsman scheme. So this was introduced in 2018. Okay, this is very important. The internal ombudsman scheme. So this was introduced in 2018. So this is for scheduled commercial banks purpose. So the Reserve Bank of India had in May 2015 advised all the public sector and selected private and foreign banks to appoint internal ombudsman as an independent authority to review complaints that were partially or only rejected by the respective banks. So in this internal ombudsman scheme was introduced in 2018. So before this, it means in May 2015, the Reserve Bank of India advised all public sector and selected private and some of the foreign banks to appoint this scheme. It means the name of this scheme was internal ombudsman as an independent authority to review our complaints that were partially or wholly rejected by the respective banks. So for this purpose, for this complaints purpose, the Reserve Bank of India advised these banks in May 2015. So that's for that purpose the internal ombudsman scheme was introduced in 2018. Okay. Next, the internal ombudsman mechanism was set up with a view to strengthen the internal grievance readdressal system of banks and to ensure that the complaints of customers are readdressed at the level of the bank itself by an authority placed at the highest level of bank's grievance readdressal mechanism, so as to minimize the need for customers to approach other fora for readdressal. Okay, so in this ombudsman mechanism was to with a view to strengthen the internal grievance of readdressal system of banks and to ensure that the complaints of customers, so for all these related readdressal system of complaints, so this ombudsman, the internal ombudsman scheme was introduced by the RBI. So RBI has reviewed the arrangement issued by the review under this section. So this one also very important. So under which section? Section 35A, Banking Regulation Act 1949 in the form of internal ombudsman scheme 2018. Okay, so internal ombudsman scheme was issued under which section? Section 35A of Banking Regulation Act 1949 in the form of internal ombudsman scheme 2018. The scheme covers inter alia appointments, tenures, roles, responsibilities, procedural guidelines and oversight mechanism for the international ombudsman. Okay, so next, all scheduled commercial bank in India having more than 10 banking outlets excluding regional rural banks are required to appoint internal ombudsman in their banks. So IO shall inter alia examine customer complaints which are in nature of deficiency in service on the part of the bank. So these are some of the important bits, guys. So in this content, the important one was internal ombudsman introduced in 2018 and the Reserve Bank of India's May 2015 advised these banks, and also this is for internal grievance of readdressal system of banks and to ensure so on. And next, this is arrangement is issued under the direction under the section 35A of Banking Regulation Act 1949. Okay, so this is for all scheduled commercial banks in India having more than one outlets. So for this purpose, this scheme was introduced by the RBI. So next one was banking ombudsman centers. So this is also really important. Currently there were 21 banking ombudsman centers. So Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Bhopal, Bhubaneswar, Chandigarh, Chennai, Guwahati, Hyderabad, Jaipur, Kanpur, Kolkata, Mumbai and New Delhi also. So 21 banking ombudsman currently. Next we will go to the next one. RBI notifies amended note refund rules. So RBI released new guidelines through gazetted notification for all notes which were introduced post note ban or notes which were introduced as a part of Mahatma Gandhi new series. With this, RBI has ended the lack of clarity over exchange of 2000 or 200 currency notes introduced post demonetization. As per the new Reserve Bank of India amendment rules 2018, the undivided area of single largest piece of note for the damaged 2000 note must be 88 square centimeters full refund and 44 square centimeters half refund. So this is a rough point, guys. So this is for RBI notifies amended note refund rules. So for this 2000 and 200 currency notes, this RBI, it means Reserve Bank of India, notifies some refund rules for this 2000 and 200 currency notes. Okay, so this is for measurement of 88 square meters full refund and 44 square meters of half refund. Okay, this is rough information. And next go to our first one, Reserve Bank of India and its functions. So the Reserve Bank of India established on 1st April 1935 under the Act 1934, recommendations John Hilton and Commission 1926. So this was called Royal Commission of Indian Currency and Finance. So after that, the Central Bank of country was nationalized. It was on 1st Jan 1949. Okay, so this is very important. The Reserve Bank of India established on 1st April 1935 under the RBI Act 1934, recommendation of John Hilton and Commission 1926. So this John Hilton and Commission 1926 is also called Royal Commission on Indian Currency and Finance. So after that, the Central Bank of the country was nationalized, this Reserve Bank of India, on 1st Jan 1949. And next one was, originally it was a shareholder bank which was taken over by the central government under the Reserve Bank Act 1948 with the paid up capital 5 crore. With the paid up capital 5 crore, so this shareholder bank was taken by the central government under the Reserve Bank Act 1948. So this Reserve Bank of India headquarter Mumbai, Maharashtra. Okay, so this is very important. Established Reserve Bank of India date was on April 1st 1935 under the RBI Act 1934, John Hilton and Commission recommendation. So this 1926, this is also called Royal Commission, and this was nationalized finally on 1st Jan 1949. Okay, so this was originally a shareholder bank. After that, the central government under the Reserve Bank owned with a paid up capital in the year 1948. And next, the Central Bank of, it means the Reserve Bank of India headquarter was Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next we will go to the functions of Reserve Bank of India. So there are many functions of this Reserve Bank of India. The first one was issuance of currencies. So the first one was important, issuance of currency. So in this Reserve Bank of India, the most important function was issuance of currencies. So in this, RBI is authority in India to issue currency notes called bank notes under the signature of the governor. So what was the signature? It means which person's signature under the currency notes of these bank notes. It means the governor signature was on this currency of bank notes. So 1 rupee note called currency note is issued by the central government and signed by the finance secretary. The stock of currency is distributed with the help of the currency chest spread all over the country. So the first function was issuance of currency. So in this section, RBI is an authority in India to issue currency notes. So it's issue the currency notes, and this currency notes is also called bank notes under the signature of governor. 1 rupee note is called currency note, and this note is issued by the central government. So this 1 rupee note signed by the finance secretary. So the stock of currency is distributed with the help of the currency chest spread all over the country. So the next function was banker to government. So this Reserve Bank of India transacts government business and manages public debt. So it transacts government businesses and manages public debt. SBI or any other is appointed agent where RBI does not have office. So this is acted as the agent of this SBI or any other bank. It provides ways and means of advances of the government. So next was bankers bank. So it keeps part of deposits of commercial banks and acts as a lender of last resort by providing financial assistance to banks. It provides export credit, refinance and liquidity adjustment facility. Okay, so the first function was issuance of currency, and second one was banker to government, and next one was bankers bank. So in this bankers bank, it keeps a part of deposit of commercial banks and acts as a lender of last resort by providing financial assistance to banks. So in the form of, they will give funds to all these banks. It acts as a lender of the bank and also deposit of the commercial banks. It provides export credit refinance and liquidity adjustment facility and marginal standing facility. And the next one was control of banks. Controller of banks. So in this section, a controller of banks by including the bank's second schedule act to issue the directions and carries the inspection. So this gives the directions and inspections about our banks paid up capital and banks limited funds. So for these things, so this was a controller of banks, that is RBI. Okay, next one was controller of credit also. So what was the controller of credit? RBI can fix interest rates. Okay, these interest rates are repo rate, reverse repo rate. So these are the fixed interest rates of RBI. So next, so in these tools as a change case reservation, stipulation of margin securities, directed credit guidelines, etc. For this, it also carries the sale and purchase of securities, which are known as the open market operations. So the controller of credit means RBI can fix the interest rates. For suppose they will fix the repo rate 5.50% and 5.25%. So these are the fixed interest rates given by the Reserve Bank of India. It controls the credit of our transactions. It means exercises selective credit controls, various tools such as cash reserve ratio, stipulation of margin on securities. Okay, so first one was issuance of currency, banker to government, bankers bank, controller of banks, controller of credit. The last one was maintenance of extreme value. RBI is responsible and also maintaining external value of Indian currency as well as the internal value. Foreign exchange reserve are held by the Reserve Bank of India. It has a wide power to regulate foreign exchange transaction with Foreign Exchange Management Act. Okay, these are the functions of Reserve Bank of India. So we will write in a rough note in this. So first one was banking ombudsman. Okay, banking ombudsman. So this was introduced in 2018, and after that the RBI on May 2015 advised all the public and private and foreign banks for this internal ombudsman section scheme. So after that, okay, so after that this was reserved in the section of 35A under the Banking Regulation Act. Okay, is Banking Regulation Act 1949. So after that there are 21 banking ombudsman schemes in overall across our country. And the next one was refunded rules are given by the RBI because of currency notes purpose. So there is some of the rules provided by the RBI during this 2200 notes of currencies. And next one was RBI. So this RBI was established on 1935, first April, the Act of 1934. So this was by the Commission, Royal Commission 1926. So this one is also called John Hilton and Commission. Okay, so the headquarter was Mumbai, Maharashtra. Okay. And finally it's nationalized on 1st Jan 1948 or 1949. Okay, and next was functions of RBI. So in this video these are the rough notes. Issuance of currency, Bankers Bank. Next one was controller of credit, controller of bank, and maintenance of an external value. And one more, forgot that, Bankers Bank. Okay, issuance of currency, banker to government, Bankers Bank, controller of banks, controller of credit, maintenance of an external value. So these are the rough notes for today video. So, and also some important facts of RBI was RBI is not expected to perform the functions of accepting deposits from the general public. Prime lending rate is decided by the individual banks. RBI decides following rates, namely bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate, rate and cash reserve ratio. The quantitative instruments of RBI are bank rate policy, cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio. The objective of monetary policy is to control inflation and also discourage hoarding of commodities, encourage flow of credit into neglected sector. And the next one was when RBI is lender of last resort, it means RBI advances credit against eligible securities. Government of India decides the quantity of coins to be minted. The method which is used currently in India issue currency notes, minimum reserve system for issuing notes. Okay, so this is our today's video. So in next, it means tomorrow video, we will cover policy rates by RBI and Banking Regulation Act, and what are the different types of opened account in bank. So all these things. So in next 7 days, we'll promise you we will complete this banking section, guys. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.